Hey everybody, and welcome back. Um, Lately I've been thinking about something. I see these comments because the governments are starting to ask us to produce ID to get access to websites, and I'm not talking about the adult ones. I'm talking about like social media, Discord, things of that nature. And I had posted a reply to somebody that basically stated, um, we need to parent our kids. We can't expect the government to do the parenting for us. And this all stemmed from apparently Mark Zuckerberg in a lawsuit basically stating that children are going to find a way to get on the social media. And it's like, no matter how much I dislike the man and what he's done, I have to admit he's right. Back when I was a kid and we didn't have internet, we still got in the liquor cabinet. We still snuck around and got cigarettes. We snuck out at night. We got away with things because that's what we do when we're kids. And so when I offered up that, you kind of need to be a parent and there's parental controls and you should be present when they're, younger and impressionable. Personally, I think maybe 15 on up, they should be okay. Maybe, I don't know. It depends on your child or children. But you should be a parent. You're accountable for the being that you brought into this world. And the argument keeps coming back and forth. And it dawned on me, yes, our data's out there. So, what's the harm in having our IDs out there? Well, they get stolen. Well, if your data's already out there, it's no big deal. Okay, number one, dealing with identity theft is a royal pain in the butt, and a lot of times goes unresolved. You just kind of have to suck up the losses and move on, um, which isn't right. But really think about this. Are we teaching our kids it's okay that your data is stolen, that it's out there, that you have to give ID just to go to a website? And I'm not talking about the adult ones. I'm talking about the everyday websites. Is that really what we want to be teaching our kids? That we should just bow down to the surveillance state? That we shouldn't have any privacy whatsoever? Is that literally what we're teaching our kids? Maybe maybe we ought to be thinking about that. I'm just saying, we can agree or disagree on how these things should be handled, but at the end of the day, parents need to parent their children. I'm Gen X, and I fully realize that I really wasn't parented. And I know this whole you drank out of a water hose, whoop de doo. Yeah, we did. There were literally commercials about, hey, where's your kid at 10 o'clock at night? Our parents oftentimes had no clue where we were at. I can only imagine what would have been had we had the internet back during that. So, yes, while as I don't need to parent my children anymore, or not nearly to the extent, because they're adults, we all need to be parenting. It's that whole it takes a village to raise a child thing. And you really ought to think about, is teaching our kids giving up our rights the thing we really want to pass on to them? Because every time you give the government and politicians and the ultra wealthy an inch, they take a mile. And then eventually, so much ground is lost. How do you get it all back? Is the genie out of the bottle now? I say we still have time to get our stuff back. But it takes you being a parent if you have children. Matter of fact, it takes all of us, children or not, to lead by example for the next generation and the next generation after that. And honestly, I'm not a fan of giving up my rights and then teaching my kids that it's okay to give up your rights, your freedoms, your privacy. I'm not okay with that. Are you?